already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their...
Medical Center.
Offense.
We make team. Watch the curve.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on third down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Watson with a give to Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catch.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep, and got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Here's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis on this first half. Rodgers on target here to Allison. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think
he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So thanks to the late touchdown, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Miller. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a score.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback, 34 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I want to give the big guys some credit.
Entering. Super. Instant replay. Entering. Pause screen resume.
Where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go again to Jones, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run, because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Throwing again on second down. Watson dancing to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 79 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Jones. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Miller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. From just shy of midfield, Watson escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 8. 1:55 remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Jones. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Jones. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still 2-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the 2-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this? But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort, and they come up just a bit short.
And the defense in that situation, you're on your heels. You're reeling offense for the momentum, but, boy, credit to them for stepping up, getting the stop.
Without a doubt, finding a way to finish off the game and a win for their team.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.